Getting to know Kelly, getting to know all about Kelly. Hi everyone, Steve Schonberg, editor-in-chief of Center on the Isle. I'm here backstage in Kelly O'Hara's dressing room at the Vivian Beaumont Theater. She just won her Tony Award, the first one, finally. We're here to talk about some exciting news and an award we're going to give her. But Kelly, Sunday, so exciting.
I know, I'm still flying. I'm still just amid clouds.
You were beaming on stage when you accepted it.
I couldn't believe it. I just lost my mind. You prepare yourself for both, or well, no, you prepare yourself for the other. You don't prepare yourself actually for the what happened, and I'm just so grateful and thrilled, and I'm so excited.
It's still kind of surreal.
Oh, totally, totally. I don't know when it'll ever stop.
Sure. Well, I was here for your first performance back after you won.
Yeah.
And so you came out on the ship on the bow, and the audience went completely nuts.
It was so fun. It was just, and then I have that wonderful line. It's exciting, isn't it? And so I just felt it was a great way to start our show that night. Yeah.
I liked your little bow that you gave.
Oh,
it was fun.
It was nice.
A little bit. And it's funny, when I interviewed you in the fall, I told you if you don't win a Tony Award this year, I'm going to make one out of paper mache. So I've learned since that I know arts and entertainment. I actually don't know arts and crafts.
Right. Well, neither do I.
So I think I joined all the fans who were so excited that you won.
Thank you.
There was this fervor of go Kelly, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm, the amount of support that I've had. People saying, I really wanted you to win, I'm so glad you won. It's been overwhelming. I came out of the Radio City and I had 151 text messages. It was just amazing.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fun. Part of the funny thing with Tony Awards is, of course, it's recognizing your work in a show, but it's not recognizing your work as a career, right?
No.
And you've been nominated now. It was 6 nominations.
Right.
You finally won, right?
Right.
But this summer is actually going to be your 15th year on Broadway.
That's right.
It started with Jekyll and Hyde in 2000.
That's right.
So with all of that, my team at Center on the Isle, we talked about it before you won, right? We said, what if she doesn't win? It doesn't matter if she wins. We want to recognize Kelly's, contribution to the theater, and we have a lot of fans on the team. So we decided to give you an award.
Yay!
So it's called
Never won anything, and now I'm winning another. That's amazing.
It's called the Center on the Isle Our Leading Lady Award, recognizing your 15 years on Broadway, which is 10 Broadway shows.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
What's your acceptance speech?
Well, first of all, I should say, I did win something. I won the Lily last year, and it was amazing, and I'm so proud. I don't want to leave that out. But my acceptance speech is that getting an award for my entire career is more special than you can ever imagine for me, because this has been a dream for me to be able to come up here. I gave myself 2 years to get in a Broadway show, and I said to myself, if I don't get it, I'm going to move home, and this dream at least I will have tried. And to say that I've been here working on Broadway for 15 years this means so much to me, because it's an indication of that, and I'm so proud.
Sure. Do you think about 15 years, or do you just kind of, you're just like a juggernaut, right? Do you just keep thinking, what's next, or do you ever kind of think back, like, wow, 15 years, 10 shows?
Yeah. This is one of the first times I haven't really said, what's next? I love this, and I want to be here for a while, and I want to enjoy this beautiful place and this beautiful cast and show. And so it feels a little bit like a nice, calm place right now. It has been very fast and furious for a long time. And, this feels really good.
Sure. Yeah. Well, there are people who reflect, so I have a little surprise for you.
Oh.
A message from a friend, an old friend,
okay.
Mr. Frank Wildhorn.
Oh, Frank Wildhorn, my first show.
Who composed Kelly's first show, which is Jekyll and Hyde, which is in 2000, and of course Dracula as well.
Yes.
So he had a fun little video message for you. So let's take a look.
Hi, Kelly. It's Frank. I just wanted to congratulate you so much on the Tony last night. You looked absolutely gorgeous. And the first Our Leading Lady Award. That is wonderful. You certainly deserve it. I feel very lucky that at least I've been a little part of your adventures here on Broadway with Jekyll and Hyde and with Dracula, and good memories of both, of course. I saw King and I a couple of weeks ago, actually, with my mom, and I just thought your performance was just beautiful. It was elegant, it was graceful. It was sexy. It was all the things that you are, and you sang fantastic. So congratulations. It's all well-deserved, and all good things still to come. Great adventures to come. Take care.
How does it feel to hear an old friend say that?
That's amazing. You have no idea. That first job, I can remember him sitting in the audition room and for my final callback, and It was actually for the tour, the national tour, and then eventually it came into the Broadway show. But I'll never forget it. And he looked just like that with a baseball cap on. And when you get your first chance like that, nothing will ever feel like that again in your life. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, and it's a great memory.
It's funny to see you go from Jekyll and Hyde into Dracula, and it seems like you've been so smart in shaping your career, right? And you've become this person who's our sort of lead interpreter. I've said this to you before, but our lead interpreter of sort of the classic musicals, but with a sort of modern appeal.
Oh, good.
So
good.
was that sort of a intentional thing, or did it fall
No,
in place?
not at all. I mean, I think we're just all really different, and we have to find where our niche is, what our voice is. I've had the opportunity to do some new things, which is really exciting too, but only through finding writers who had it's a very new voice, but there's something classical to it. And classic, for as far as Broadway goes, Adam Guettel and Jason Robert Brown. And so I'm grateful for all of it. And I tell young people, I said, don't try to fit into some other mold that someone else is, you got to just find out what you do and then find ways to do it.
Sure.
And so I'm grateful that it's actually that I found those places.
Yeah, that's great. It's funny, you play these, I don't want to say serious roles, but very proper ladies,
Well,
if you
yes,
will.
yeah.
But anybody who knows you off stage knows you're fun, right?
I'm very fun. A couple of things I chose to, Pajama Game was obviously really fun. And then Nice Work If You Can Get It was such a departure for me. Just, even though I was the straight guy in the whole show, but we got to be goofy. And I will not ever say, I always will want to do things like that in between, because I do love musical dramas, and I got my, study in opera, so it was very dramatic. And then, but those comedies like that, give me a chance. I love it. Those are really fun too. It's all different muscles.
Sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of muscles, this is a little buzz going on because you wore a sleeveless dress.
Oh.
And there's the scene, of course, in King and I. What's going on with these guns?
I don't know. I really, after I had my kids, I have not worked out. I used to work out a lot, and I had this wonderful trainer that helped me during South Pacific, and he really changed the way I think about my body and the way I think about exercise. And I haven't been able to really do a lot of it since I had my kids. I'm being completely honest. I think a lot of it is genetics, I will be honest. My dad is quite muscular without trying. And I do push-ups in the show. I get one little break, and I do push-ups once a day.
Sure.
And like back whatever. But other than that, I think, I try to eat well, and then I just really, I work hard in a lot of ways, but I'm going to say on this one, genes.
Oh.
I'm lucky.
Well, we all saw you do the worm, of course. We
Yep,
saw the
yep.
video. So, you danced off the Tony Awards. So
Yeah.
can we close by, what's your, do you have an acceptance dance? We
Oh
what's the dance? The remix?
I don't know what I was doing for the Tonys. I was
Getting to remix.
and I said I'm going to do the worm, and then I
yeah.
clearly didn't do the worm, but I did the worm finally, and yeah.
I think
So
it was a little like this.
yeah, I did a
It
little
was
something like this, and then I did a little shuffle off to Buffalo very poorly in the Jimmy Choo shoes. But really, hey, the worm can do a little bit of. I was a gymnast growing up. Bring the camera back sometime. I'll do some tumbling.
Great. Well, thanks for your time. This is so great.
Sure.
I'm so glad to be able to present this with you.
I'm
on behalf of
so.
our team.
This means a lot, so much to me.
Oh,
thank you.
Kelli.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
It's an honor.